It was a busy day for Congressman John Duarte. He spent the final day door knocking and making his final pitch to Central Valley voters. I just heard from his campaign team. This whole area was taped off. There were several police cars as they investigated this deadly shooting where multiple people were involved, and you can still see some of that debris and even glass left behind because that is where the new Narcan stand sits in front of. Now I want to show you how it works because it's super simple. All the community has to do is open up this door, and inside you'll see all of the Narcan boxes. He tells me the suspect then walked to this area right over here. This is where the two sculptures were on display, and he takes them. Now the artist is asking for the community's help. Take a look. He's put up these signs and see them right here. They're going to drop. There you go. This is what they have been doing for the past 30 minutes that we've been standing here. This fire is 50% contained, but if you walk with me this way, you can just see what is left behind. Again, this is just an example of what these strong winds have done here in our area. All of that adding to an already flooded RV park. Take a look behind me. You can see exactly what I'm talking about. We've seen these water levels just rise. I really hope I'm looking at the camera because I can tell you from where I'm standing right now, it is hard to look because of all the snow that's coming down. And being super excited to go back to school and to show it off to your friends. Well, that's exactly what dozens and dozens of children are going to be able to do after today. Tomorrow, especially with the Niners being in this big game. We're going to meet Alan down here, who has been here since, listen to this, 7 a.m. cooking this food. First, I want to report that I can finally feel my hands from the last time that we checked in. So that's one of the positives of being inside the beast. This woman's son reached out directly to me following our initial report back in February. Now, this is the very first time that we hear from the family. We learn more details about the woman involved in the video and her road to recovery. These pictures of John Ciamudis' childhood at birthday parties and family gatherings serve as a reminder for John of his tough and hardworking mom.
She was, like a textbook mom, always caring, loving, and always there for us and always made sure we were okay.
And now, 71 years old.
Please don't touch me.
She's the same woman you see in these surveillance videos and police body cameras. This moment, changing their lives completely.
It's been a roller coaster since then.
It's one out of 6 videos released by the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office that details an incident dating back to October 7th.
And I'm like, okay, that's my mom. Even though the face is blurred, obviously her voice and the conditions and the dates match.
Ma'am, just go ahead and sign the pad.
The video shows John's mom being processed to get released from county jail. Deputies are seen escorting her out to the main entrance.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
We slowed down the video to give you a better look at what happens next. And you hear the deputies react.
There's 6 deputies, and I hear one of them go, oof, and 2 of them look back, including the one that threw her out, the one that was holding the door and the one that threw her out. They look back and they saw that she's injured. They all know she's injured.
John says his mother broke her femur at the hip socket, an injury requiring surgery.
They decided to throw her out physically airborne and led to her broken hip. And now she's still walking with a walker. She loves gardening. Now it's time to plant the flowers. She can't bend down. She can't do what she used to do anymore.
Over the past several months, he's been in search of answers.
I've been asking for body cam footage, and I end up seeing it myself online as I'm just going to bed. Leaving his family and home in Canada behind to come to Sacramento and take care of his mom. I took a leave of absence from work. I'm a mechanic at Air Canada, and as of January 19th, I flew out here because that's how long it took for my mom to come out of the hospital. She was recovering since the injury. It was October 7th. In the morning when she gets up, she's in a lot of pain, and I could see she's a proud Greek mom, wants to cook for me in the morning, but I'm like, okay, Mom, take it easy. I got it, I'll take care of it. During her recovery in the hospital, John says his mother's husband passed away. Angry and sad, obviously. A little hopeless because I'm far from home and doing my best to make everything right and make sure my mom is taken care for in the long term. And I don't know how I'm going to do it at this point, but I'll figure it out.
He says till this day, he doesn't know the exact details on why his mother was arrested and taken to the main jail, but says over the past few years, she had been dealing with mental health issues.
She was free to go. They didn't have to do a thing. Just let her go.
If you had that deputy sitting here instead of me right now, what would you tell him?
I'd ask him why, and maybe this job is not for him. I don't think he should go back to this kind of work. It doesn't look like it's for him.
His mother,
So McChicken, Mom?
Of course.
still faces a long recovery ahead, but John says he'll remain by her side.
I'm doing the best I can just to make sure she's okay, and hopefully there's some justice out of this and something good comes out of this.
Do you think they failed you?
Yeah, obviously in this case, yeah. We don't see this on the news, thankfully, every day, but hopefully everyone learns from this that something went wrong.
We did reach out to the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office again on Thursday, and they referred me back to the original statement they released when we first did the story, telling us that this investigation is still pending and the deputy remains on paid administrative leave. Now, at this time, the names of the deputies involved have not been released. In Sacramento, covering local news that matters, Kimberly Cruz, Fox 40 News. Hey, Dennis, just a scary situation for the employees here, and even a day after all this happened, they are back out here working. Now, let's walk you through what employees said happened. They said the suspect came to the left side of the tent. See right behind me. That's when he pointed his gun to them and demanded cash. Now, some of the employees that were present were able to tackle the suspect down and keep him there until police arrived, and luckily nobody was injured in all of this.
For the past 5 years, this taco stand has been setting up shop on Fruit Ridge, cooking up tacos, burritos, and quesadillas, never expecting to go through what they did Friday night.
He took out the gun, pointed it at his face, and he said, "Where's the money?"
Employees of that taco stand were robbed at gunpoint, actually chased the robber down, tackled him, held him down, were able to wave down somebody from SAC PD who contacted us.
The employees taking down the 21-year-old suspect, Brandon McGrath from Sacramento, until police arrived.
I was really shocked and scared. You don't ever expect something like this to happen.
Sacramento County Sheriff's Office says they responded to the call around 9:30 p.m., arresting the suspect and seizing an unserialized firearm.
No, we don't really get a lot of these robberies. Some of them, unfortunately, go unreported. Commend them for their heroism on it, but sometimes your personal safety just can't be, compromised for the sake of a few bucks.
With less than 24 hours since the attempted robbery, employees at Tacos La Guadalupana were back working.
We're out here working sometimes. It's really cold and raining, but we're earning a living.
Hoping to never have to face this situation again.
In the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office, reminding the community and business owners that if you ever find yourself in a similar situation, to call 911 immediately. Now, as far as the suspect, Brandon McGrath, he is in custody and facing several felony charges. He's expected to make his first court appearance on Tuesday. Live in Sacramento, covering local news that matters, Kimberly Cruz, Fox 40 News. If you're on social media of any kind, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, odds are you've probably come across one of these videos from the Sacramento History Museum.
I just don't get it.
It's videos like this one, reaching millions of views and likes from people all around the world.
Numbers that I can't even get my head around anymore. I'm speechless.
The video showing Howard Hatch, the printer, well, just doing his job.
And that obviously is a coin key.
It was an idea that started during the pandemic.
I asked Howard, can I film you for TikTok? And he said, what's TikTok?
It was some crazy dance routines were the hot thing at that particular time. So I came back and told Jared, I said, I am not doing any of that crazy dancing stuff.
After being convinced it wouldn't involve any dancing, Jared started documenting Howard using this 1852 Washington hand press, capturing the process of an old school printing press while throwing out a couple of history facts and puns.
I'm learning from Howard, and the world is learning from Howard at the same time.
Fast forward to almost 4 years later, their social media accounts just keep growing.
We are now at over 3 million YouTube subscribers. So we are the most followed museum on TikTok and the most subscribed museum on YouTube.
There's been some instances where I've been recognized around Sacramento, even though I'm not dressed like this.
Making the Sacramento History Museum the most followed museum on these platforms in the world. But for Howard and Jared, it's not about the fame or verified blue check marks. It's about sharing their passion and a little bit of Sacramento to people all around the world.
My name is Jared and this is Howard, and we are
one video at a time.
It's something that I never would have thought would happen, but I am blessed to not only get to work with Howard a couple days a week, but we are able to share Sacramento with not just the people that visit our museum, but the people that will never be able to visit our museum in person.
In Sacramento, covering local news that matters, Kimberly Cruz. But by the evening, most of that dies down into Tuesday, so we don't have any wind advisories as of right now. Southern California is actually going to get the brunt of this. They actually have Santa Ana winds returning to the area Monday to Tuesday, 40 to 60 mile per hour winds. Now, because of this, there is a red flag warning that will go into effect on Monday at 8 a.m. all the way through Tuesday at 2 p.m. Again, we could see gusts as strong as 80 miles per hour, so very strong and damaging winds here. Overnight, we'll start to see those clouds increase with mild conditions. Tomorrow, it's going to be sunny, but a lot cooler than what we saw today. You can see temperatures here into the 70s for the valley. 7-day forecast for you. Let's break down what you need to know. Tomorrow, it's going to be a lot cooler than it was today. Breezy conditions, so keep that in mind. As we get into Monday, we'll see those scattered showers. Temperatures also drop into the 60s. Lingering showers into Tuesday into the 70s, and then we get back up into the 80s with dry conditions. Dennis, we're seeing 90s. 60s, 70s, 80s. We're all over the place. What's going on here?
There's something for everyone.